Won the KPMG Champion Novice Hurdle, and it's Divergent the Stripes. Alongside is Founder 50, followed by Facile Vega. And at the back of the field, the two greys, Etait Temps and No Looking Back. Diverge is the narrow leader from Founder 50, tracked a couple of lengths away in third by Facile Vega. Racing together at the rear, Etait Temps and No Looking Back as they go uphill to flight number 2. Diverge and Founder 50, precious little between them, followed by Facile Vega, No Looking Back on the inside, and then Etait Temps as they go away from flight number 2. Diverge and Patrick Mullins now shift on in front by a couple of lengths to Founder 50 and Jordan Gainford. Third, the favourite Facile Vega and Paul Townend in the red and blue, and then Etait Temps, Danny Mullins on the outside of No Looking Back, and Philip Enright. Flight number 3. Diverge emerged with the lead of a widening 4 lengths. Etait Temps has improved to pick up the chase on the outside of Facile Vega. Founder 50 knocked back to 4th, is one behind No Looking Back as they go downhill to flight number 4. At this point, it's a Willie Mullins 1, 2, 3. Diverge leads stable companions Etait Temps and Facile Vega, with the final couple, Founder 50 and No Looking Back. The downhill flight number 4, Diverge over well. Etait Temps hit that flight very hard, somehow managed to find a leg on landing, has lost second to Facile Vega as they swing a right to head into the back straight to the halfway stage. It's Diverge, followed by Facile Vega, Etait Temps, No Looking Back, and relegated to be last of the 5 was Founder 50. Heading down the far side with 5 flights left to jump, soon at halfway. It's Diverge, leading Facile Vega, Etait Temps, No Looking Back going away from Founder 50. On now to the next flight as they pass the halfway point. It's Diverge by 3 lengths to Facile Vega, Etait Temps, No Looking Back. And the back marker is Founder 50. For the jump, the KPMG Champion Novice Hurdle. It's Diverge, leading Facile Vega, Etait Temps on the outside of No Looking Back, gone away from Founder 50, who's struggling. Less than 3/4 of a mile to go and 3 flights to jump. It's Diverge, turning out of the back straight with a reduced advantage over Facile Vega, who's in between the greys, Etait Temps, No Looking Back, and then Founder 50. 5 furlongs to race and 3 flights to jump. Diverge, reeled in by Facile Vega, who's now within a length, 3/4 of a length back to Etait Temps, just shading the third from No Looking Back, 5 lengths to Founder 50. Third last flight coming up, just after the turn, and it's Diverge, stoked by Facile Vega, who stepped badly at it, did well to survive on landing, but is now powered up on the outside to join stable companion Diverge with 2 to jump. Etait Temps right with them, and then No Looking Back. The second last, and it's Facile Vega in between Diverge and Etait Temps round the outside. Then No Looking Back going away clear from Founder 50. Good run to the final flight, and it's Facile Vega and Etait Temps going forward clear of No Looking Back. Tying up quickly is Diverge in line for the final flight, and it is Facile Vega and Paul Townend driven up on the outside. Etait Temps, Danny Mullins out in front of, in third place, No Looking Back and Philip Enright, and Facile Vega is opening up. 1 flight left to jump. It's Facile Vega the leader. At the last, Facile Vega over and going clear. A mistake by No Looking Back. And on the run in, it is Facile Vega ending his season on a winning note. And the KPMG Champion Novice is winning by a widening 6 to 7 lengths. Paul Townend and Willie Mullins are off the mark. 2 races in. Second, Etait Temps. No Looking Back third. Founder 50 in fourth, and tailed off Diverge.
Yes, Facile Vega back to winning ways. The 6 to 4 on favourite has delivered here in the KPMG Champion Novice Hurdle. Wasn't entirely straightforward with that quite serious error in the closing stages, but he quickly got back on an even keel after that. And in fairness done, I don't think any of them jumped particularly well over the piece, did they?
No, they didn't. No, there were mistakes all around. Etait Temps made a really bad mistake down the back straight. He did well to recover, and then Facile Vega made that mistake at, I think it was the third last, but by the time we joined it, Facile Vega has gone clear. Etait Temps just got in a wee bit tight to the last, but Facile Vega, he's done it well. That was the only real worry on the way around, Gary. Facile Vega's mistake, I think it was the third last, and bar that, he's travelled really well. He wasn't too keen. It looked like Diverged at a good pace whenever he finally wrested the lead from Found 50 early on, and yeah, Facile Vega's done it well.
Here's the blunder from Etait Temps quite early in the contest. He just seems to walk right into it and nose hits the turf down. He's actually done very well to stay on his feet.
He has, and Danny Mullins has done well as well. And funny, at this one here where Facile Vega makes this mistake,